Alright, what's up, guys? I'm Jay Fleasy, and we are back with a interesting little idea here. It should be a little fun. We are turning back the clock in this universe, back to around 2017. We're simulating that your boy was a little bit of a hooper back in his day, and he is now entering, after 4 years of college at Central Michigan University, into the 2017 draft class. Now, if you don't know the 2017 draft class, we got names like Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, Kyle Kuzma, Markel Fultz, Laurie Markkinen, oh my god, that name is brutal on me. Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball. Still playing. I mean, all these guys. All these guys, I mean, turned out for the most part. You got two stars. Markkinen's nice. Kyle Kuzma's fine. Fultz, yeah, he didn't really turn out, but I legitimately is a hooper. Whatever happened to him, it wasn't because he didn't have the talent. Brother's a hooper, but unfortunate. De'Aaron Fox, straight hooper, and Anobi. I mean, there's so many names in here. And also making it fun if we go to the point guards. Another prospect in this draft, coming from my area. Where's the homie? Literally my area, not very far away. Monte Morris from the Flint area. So, then you got your boy Monte Morris. Where was he? 105. You got your boy all the way down here. 5'8", 145, 5'10 wingspan. I don't even think my wingspan in real life is that long. The picture doesn't exactly look like me. Because, listen, I wasn't going to spend that much time trying to create him. I had the buzz cut going back in the day. Always had a little bit of facial hair because I had the baby face. So, we're rocking with it. 5'8", probably a 5'10 rings. I probably have about a 5 now. I have short arms, brother, even for a 5'8 person. I was not built for basketball. I picked the wrong sport, I'm going to be honest. But you know what? We're in the draft class. You never know. You never know. I tried to build him as close to me as possible. Well, as close to me as possible. I was not an NBA draft player, clearly. So I tried to build my archetype, kind of what I did, into this guy and still make him draftable with potential to actually play in the NBA, which I did not have. Because, it was really hard trying to build me, how I play, into a player that is also like NBA potential. Because I can tell you right now, brother. If me and Monte Morris went one-on-one back in the day, he would have hooped on me. But at the end of the day, I had to make this video possible. So, I made a better version of how I played. So, we can go look at the prospect a little bit. Signature. We're going to hit the signature real quick. It's close. It's close. It's a little off, but it's pretty close. Free throw. You know what? Everything else is fine. Everything else is fine. My hot zones, pretty close. Pretty close. I tried to simulate as realistic as possible. Badges, I tried to simulate how I played at my own level. I had an incredible, ridiculous floater because I had to, because I was short and always playing with way taller and older people than me. So, there's post fade. I love my 1 foot fader. That was my go-to move. Pull up jumper, slippery off ball. Boy, I was always moving. I was like Curry, never stopped moving. Bailout legend. I loved a jump pass, bro. I know, irresponsible, but loved it. Dimer, straight dimer, brother. Um, Other than that, very good rebounder for a 5'8 guy. Again, just effort. So it's hard to simulate effort in a video game. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll try it again. Maybe we'll run it back. We'll see how it goes. I'm really interested. It sounds fun. I can't wait to get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. So, as you can see, clearly took over the Washington Wizards, and that's not really going to matter much because we're about to, me putting in zero effort here is putting in about the same amount of effort as the Washington Wizards management have put in over the last 30 years. So, and nobody really cares if they don't do anything because that's what we expect. So we're gonna sim through this season, get to the draft class, see where our homie goes. All right, let's go get it. Hey, okay, had to come back for this one. Listen, chat, thoughts down. I said chat. This ain't live. Thoughts down in the comments. Thoughts down in the comments. Hornets offering Kemba Walker in a first-round pick for John Wall. Come on, you take that in real life? I mean, you take that in real life? I mean, John Wall's a stud, but Kemba was a hooper. And to get a first-round pick, I don't know, guys. Thoughts in the comments? That is quite interesting. All right, we're back about halfway through the season. And we have our boys' full scouting report, and we have Curry in the background dropping 38 a game on his way to a very easy unanimous MVP. It's not even close. But we have your boy Jay Fleazy up to second in the ranking, which is surprising, clearly based only on potential. But I seen something in the scouting report. Ceiling, Magic Johnson, Hall of Fame. Floor, bench player, Elvin Williams. Kind of crazy. Wide gap there, but very interesting. We also have Monk, not Monk. Well, let's look at Monk real quick. Steve Francis, I mean, that's quite the ceiling, isn't it? What's his? It just says Hall of Fame. Well, thank you. Also, Lonzo Ball, shooting guard. Was he ever billed as a shooting guard at any point? That seems weird to me. I don't understand that. But Markel Fultz just says Hall of Fame. All right, then. Weird. But we also have our boy Monte Morris. Might become a rival in this. You don't know. Stealing Isaiah Thomas, Hall of Fame. Larry Drew, bench. He has a wide range too. I decided he's going to be a bit of a rival. It'd be a little fun. His max potential has been moved up. We'll see. We'll see what happens. De'Aaron Fox, Charlie Scott, floor. I mean, a floor of Avery Johnson's pretty good, isn't it? All right. That's the update. All we really needed to update on. We can look at 21 a game in college at CMU with 9.2 assists. That's very nice. What about Monte Morris? 10 and 10. I mean, pretty good, pretty good. 68% in the free throw. I gotta imagine mine's worse. How am I shooting 84%? What? Listen, I built my guy. Obviously, I know what my free throw is. How I'm shooting 84%, I'm lost. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Let's get to the draft. Maybe the playoffs. See what happens just for fun. Catch you in a minute. Alright, real quick. Steph Curry MVP, as I said. Easy peasy, not even close. Ben Simmons Rookie of the Year. Probably not a shocker in this universe. Sixth Man of the Year. A shocker maybe. Jahlil Okafor. Very interesting. He probably should have been a hooper. Born in the wrong era, I guess. Andre Drummond Defensive Player of the Year. Probably not the biggest shocker. Maybe a shocker that he shot 4% from the three. But, hey, he dropped a three. We got Jokic as Most Improved Player. I mean, yeah. Coach of the Year, Stephen Butler for the Toronto Raptors. That's probably shocking. Is this Kawhi Raptors? It's Kawhi Raptors, isn't it? And then Executive of the Year, shocking everybody, Sacramento Kings. Look at that. All right, let's get to the playoffs. All right. So here we go. Brown and the Cavs won that ring, defeating the Kawhi-led Spurs. This, in fact, was not the Kawhi Raptors, which I didn't think it was. It didn't seem to fit. But I didn't think this Raptors team was going to pop off like that, so had me questioning myself. Anyways, we went out first round sweep to Boston. Absolutely pathetic. Truly pathetically Washington. But, I mean, us making the playoffs in general is kind of shocking, because not a great team. But Bradley Beal was incredible, and John Wall is right there with him. So, that is first season. We are now getting to the draft. Let's see where Jay Fleazy and our boy Monte Morris as well go. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, real quick, we got the draft lottery here. Heat getting 1, Magic 2, Mavericks 3, Thunder 4, Knicks 5. Hornets, Trailblazers, Suns, Celtics, Pistons, round up your top 10. Who knows, man? Jay Fleazy can go anywhere. You can go from the top 10, you can go in the second round. I don't honestly know. He's ranked at the top, but he's also not very good. He's just strictly ranked on potential. Monte Morris? Who's that guy? Monte Morris? Who knows where he can go? This is going to be really fun. I can't wait to see. I will get back with y'all when I get drafted, when Monte Morris gets drafted. We'll just see where everyone gets drafted, because that's just fun. We love creating our own little universes here. So let's go check it out. Alright, interestingly, we have Monte Morris at the draft combine. No sign of Jay Fleazy. Not here, so what does that mean? Is he too high of a prospect to be here, or do they not think anything of him and he didn't get invited? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, here we are. 2017 draft. Number 1, Donovan Mitchell, Tatum, Kuzma, Ball, Fultz. There was a trade at 4. At 6, Markkanen, which, funny enough, I seen his comp was Chris Webber. I don't know if I ever looked at him as Chris Webber, but that was pretty dope. John Collins at 7, Isaac at 8, Jeffries at 9, and at 10, Boucher. I guess that's how you pronounce that. That rounds off your top 10. Now, let's go see De'Aaron Fox at 11. It's crazy, guys. Let's go see where we got drafted here. So we got Josh Hart 13, Bam at 14, Dylan Brooks all the way down at 15, Anunoby at 17. That's a steal. Jared Allen at 19 feels like a steal. Zach Collins way down here. Man, A lot of people felt, I don't even know. I don't know where people actually got drafted in this draft. Jay Fleazy goes last pick of the first round as I'm rambling on to the Orlando Magic. Wow, okay. Okay. The next Jameer Nelson, huh? You know what? I love Jameer Nelson. Homie is a hooper. And by the way, I'm a TCU fan. Jameer Nelson's son. Playing at TCU for a couple of years. Well, brother was a hooper. Great hooper. I'm assuming he's not playing there anymore. Actually, I didn't see them play at all this year, unfortunately. Anyways, moving on. Where did Monte Morris go? He had to have got selected somewhere. There he goes to the Magic. Stop it, bro. I didn't do this, okay? That is completely random. Like Monk in the second round at 8 to the Suns is crazy. I did not fabricate this. We are rivals on the same team, so I guess we're not really rivals anymore. What just happened? Okay, this is going off the rails really fast. So both, I guess they like guys from Flint, don't they? The Orlando Magic love Flint boys, huh? Didn't they? Oh, I was gonna say, if they drafted Kuzma up here, I would have lost it, brother. I would have lost it. Okay, well, we got Jay Fleazy drafted at 30 to the Orlando Magic, as well as Monte Morris at, what, 34, 35, whatever the pick is. Fantastic. Interesting storylines. Lining up already. Let's get to the season, I guess. See the rotation. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say. Alright, catch you in a second. Alright, here we are with Orlando Magic Summer League stats, and I tell you what, it didn't look great. I mean, Evan Turner, Eric Gordon, Jason Tatum in Summer League, and you guys suck. It's kind of crazy. I know Rookie Tatum, but you got Jay Fleazy down here in about 20 minutes, 7 points, 4 assists. Not bad, honestly, shooting 50%. Good job, little guy. Monte Morris down here, 17 minutes. Definitely not as good. Not as good as, and you would have figured he was actually more developed and more NBA ready currently than I am, so very interesting. But they didn't do well. They played 5 games, got eliminated almost instantly. Clearly just not a very good team. Tatum, maybe not living up to the hype. That's Turner, sorry. Tatum, maybe not living up to the hype. I love Evan Turner, by the way. I really liked him. But we'll see. I mean, they got 3 draft picks. All of them are potential, like, Hall of Famers, or at least All-Stars. We'll see. The Orlando Magic could be a future dynasty, although they drafted 2 point guards. Bit of a logjam there. We'll see how they develop, though. We'll see how they develop. As for the Wizards, I should probably address this. For the most part, I'm going to try to allow the CPU to manage it as much as possible. I will make moves that make sense. I'll try not to be making a ton of trades or whatever. I don't want to, this is not a Wizards rebuild or anything. So, I want to keep them feeling like the Wizards. I'm not going to take heavily over. I'm not going to make big trades or go sign KD or something ridiculous. But we'll keep them competent. We'll keep them feeling wizardy. I mean, if they're winning championships, they won't feel wizardy, will they? So, we'll see. Alright, we're just about midway into the new year, and it's, I guess, going interesting for the Wizards. But we're not here for the Wizards, are we, though? John Wall's popping off, Bradley Beal's hurt again. I keep injuries on. I kind of want that realistic feel. You never know. Injuries could change careers, you know? Anyways, go over to the Magic. I got another trade offer for Kemba, by the way. Charlotte's really trying to dump him. We have T. Wade on the Magic. Okay, Serge Ibaka and Vucevic. Aaron Gordon. We don't see Jay Fleazy. We don't see Monte Morris. Probably because we have Alfred Payton and DJ Augustine above him. Bit of a logjam at point guard here. Biombo. I love Biombo. We have Monte Morris and Jay Fleazy not playing at all. Man, I tell you what. Why did we draft him? Why did we draft him? I forgot about Marcus Thornton. Boy, he had so much potential early in his career. But we draft 2 point guards, and you already have Alfred Payton. You already have Monte Morris. You already have Wade, who arguably could technically play point guard if you really wanted him to. Alright, well, it's not great. We can check in on the record of the Orlando Magic real quick. Let's see, they're right here. They are 12th in the conference. They are terrible. So, it's not going well for the Flint boys so far. They're down near bottom of the conference. We have the Wizards improved up 1 position to the 7th seed. Actually, they're 7th seed last year. Never mind, ignore me. Alright, hold on. We're back, boys. The Chicago Bulls just won the title with Steph Curry winning Finals MVP. We missed something here. The Spurs will swept the Spurs. That's crazy. Ty Lawson, Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, Doug McDermott. I mean, I guess Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler. Interesting. Beat Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, 25. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, I mean, this is Steph Curry's era, I suppose. That's crazy stuff on the Bulls. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened, but that's crazy. That's crazy. We're out in the first round again. Magic, of course, nowhere to be found because they're terrible. All right, it's a absolute bust of a rookie year. No minutes at all for Jay Fleazy and Monte Morris. I almost said Marcus Morris, but 1 minute, 2 minutes. They could have at least played in the G League or something, you know? Like, a completely wasted year. Hopefully next year is better. That sucks. Let's get on to the next, I guess. Alright, here we are. Player progression, Orlando Magic. We have Jay Fleazy at the top of the point guard position, but no Monte Morris. Interesting. Oh, wow, Magic drafted Grayson Allen. Interesting. So we got Jay Fleazy, D Wade, Jason Tatum, Aaron Gordon, and Ibaka off the bench. Vucevic and DeAndre Ayton. You know what? The team's looking a little better. There's no longer the logjam at point. Jay Fleazy looks to possibly be the starter. Where Alfred Payton went, where Monte Morris went, I don't know. We're going to go check that out in a minute. But good signs. Good signs. Jay Fleazy may be a starter this year. And a +5 in the offseason. Not playing 2 minutes the whole year is fantastic. We love to see it. Good job to putting the work in, Fleazy. Make it pay off. Alright, fantastic update. We have Monte Morris signing for the Chicago Bulls, the championship Chicago Bulls, to be Steph Curry's backup, but not really backup. Because Ty Lawson is the backup. Maybe he'll get some minutes. At least he won't be the fourth point guard on the roster anymore. Ty Lawson's at the end of his career, really. Maybe we can see Monte Morris climbing in there, learning behind Steph Curry. Kind of a big deal. I'm excited about it. Let's see how it goes. First off, let's check on Jay Fleazy. Is he still the starter? At the start of the season, it looks like it, unless coach just don't like him. He looks like the best point. We have Jay Fleazy, Wade, Tatum, Gordon, and Vucevic in the starting lineup, I would assume, if the coach is starting best players at position. Let's see. Let's get to the new year and see what happens. It's the new year, about halfway through the year almost, and I tell you what, the Magic stats are looking ridiculous, aren't they? 18 for Tatum, 17.5 for Ibaka, about 16 for Gordon, 15.5 for Ayton, 15 for Wade, falling off a cliff, old man. Vucevic at 14.5, Fleazy at 10, and almost 10 assists, almost averaging a double-double in his sophomore season after not playing a single. Oh, well, he played 2 minutes, in his rookie season. I tell you what, very impressive from Jay Fleazy. We're proud of him. He's looking really good. Let's quickly check in on Monte Morris to see if he's gotten any playing time whatsoever. Alright, we check in on the Bulls, and as we can see here, we go all the way down to Monte Morris, who had 0 minutes on the season again, unfortunately. Being paid a fortune to sit the bench, so you know what, good for you, not risking your body and being paid a fortune, but it's not turned out to be the rivalry we're hoping for. Let's hope it changes here in the next year or two, and both of their careers really start kicking off. Alright, we have the Orlando Magic making the playoffs as the 6th seed, but getting roasted in the first round. Tatum dropping 18 in the playoffs, 17 for Ayton. Fleazy up to 14 a game in the playoffs, 9 assists, playing very well with 1.3 steals as well, shooting 53%. Fleazy with a very good sophomore season, you could say. He averaged 9 throughout the season and almost 10 assists, so his numbers came down from when we last checked, but it's a pretty good sophomore season considering, he didn't play his entire rookie season. And this is basically his rookie season, so we can check in one last time on the Bulls, who also did not win the championship. They went out 3rd round. I think they won the Eastern Conference Final. Monte Morris played 1 minute. Again, unfortunately. So, better luck next year. Alright, Wizards apparently drafted Mitchell Robinson last year. Didn't even notice, but hey, not bad. Wall, Beal, Robinson, Kelly Oubre, they're looking pretty solid. It's a decent little core there. It's not going to be a successful core, but a decent little core. They need a lot more than just that. Let's get to who we really care about. Do the Bulls still have Monte Morris? Yes, they do. He went up 2. Should play this year. Monte Morris should actually get some legitimate minutes finally at 24 years old. Should really start kicking off now. How about them Orlando Magic? Jay Fleazy didn't go up at all. Oh no, it says potential C plus. Is Jay Fleazy already tanking? No. Is he a flop? Is he a flop? Oh no. Alright, well, let's get to the season. Let's see what happens. Oh no. Maybe. Maybe Jay Fleazy had the better early career. Monte Morris is gonna have the better late career. We'll see. Let's see what happens. Alright, I checked in Summer League, by the way. Fleazy and Morris are both mediocre. So now we're at the new year, I believe, halfway through the season-ish. I mean, 36 games in, essentially. Fleazy, 9 points a game, 8.3 assists. Numbers down per 36, I think are up, though. I believe his per 36 is up. Yeah, he's just playing less minutes this year. So I imagine that will change come near the end of the season and playoffs, as they are 8 seed currently. So we'll see. This team is a solid little team. The Bulls are amazing, so let's go check in on Monte Morris, see what kind of minutes he's getting. Monte Morris is at 7 points per game with 3.6 assists, about 18 minutes a game, scoring almost as much as Jay Fleazy as a starter. So Monte Morris on the come up, Jay Fleazy kind of stalemating. We'll see. We'll see. Very interesting. All right, here we are. End of the season. Tatum was hurt for a while. We have the Magic in the 6th seed, Bulls in the 4th seed. Jay Fleazy, 8.6 points a game, 8.3 assists. Not great. Minutes are way down. Really, way down from last year. Last year he was playing 34 minutes essentially. He played 29 this year. But even per 36, about the same actually. Relatively the same exact player as last year, just a little more efficient. So I guess you like to see that. Let's go check in the Bulls. And Monte Morris is okay. Well, Klay Thompson came and joined Steph Curry in Chicago. Very interesting. We have Monte Morris down here, 6.6 a game and 4 assists in 17 minutes. Actually not bad. Per 36, he's actually significantly better than Jay Fleazy. So Monte Morris is on the upswing. Fleazy's not really trending up. Let's see where next season goes. By the way, Celtics won the title. Bulls out in the first round. Magic out in the first round. Wizards out in the first round. Nothing great there. Alright, next season then? I guess player progression. See you there. Alright, I mean, look at the Magic. Okay, let's get to our guy. Our guy, Jay Fleazy, it says down 1, but not really down 1. He just kind of stayed the same. Boy, we're not liking to see that. That's not looking good. I mean, his backup is, right there with him now. What we doing, Fleazy? Where's that work ethic, brother? Delk, Evan Porter, I mean, the Magic are looking really good and really young. Alright, let's check in on them Bulls and Monte Morris. Alright. Oh no, Monte Morris ain't there. Okay, well, you guys got to give me a second. I got to go find Monte Morris. Alright, here we are again. January 1st. Oh boy, okay. It looks like Fleazy is no longer starting. Oh, they traded for Goran Dragic. Oh no. I mean, a good mentor to learn behind, but 22 minutes? I mean, he's not playing that many less minutes, to be fair. 6.4 points per game, 6.7 assists. I mean, his per 36 is not bad by any... I mean, I guess not way down, I should say. 10 points, 10.7 per 36, but lost his starting job. Not great. I did find Monte Morris. He went to the Raptors. He is now the backup on the Raptors. Monte Morris, 9.5 points a game, 4.4 assists, and I tell you what, Monte Morris seems to be winning the battle of the Flint boys now. Not great. Well, it's not great for Fleazy anyways. Monte Morris is definitely on the come up, and Fleazy is just floundering in Orlando. It's not looking good. I mean, development all around in Orlando is a little sketchy. Some players just ain't developing at all. Some are taking off. Special treatment, I don't know. Looking weird over there, but Fleazy just... his development just stopped after year 2 or I guess year 1. He developed heavily year 1 while not playing, and then while he's been playing, he has not been developing. So, I don't know, we'll finish out the season, we'll see what happens. Alright, here we are. Oh, Jason Tatum's hurt. I'd like to point out, with Fleazy on the bench, the Magic are now the number 2 seed in the East, so that's a thing, but 20 minutes a game, 6 points, 6 assists. I mean, his per 36, 10.5, still just per 36, exact same player. kind of crazy. I mean, falling off really because his rebounds are way down. Assists are technically down. Assists or steals are up, but rough, very rough. But the 2 seed, you never know. Monte Morris, who is a just significantly better player, it feels like with 21 minutes, 8.5 points, 4.4 assists per 36. We have him at that's rebounds. Okay, per 36, 14.7 a game and 7.5 assists. Like he's a legitimate starting point guard. Kind of crazy. Celtics three-peat, I believe now. Ayton was at the top of most improved player for a minute, but did not end up winning it. Russell Westbrook, I think, has won 2 or 3 MVPs in a row. All right. We go to player progression. We go to the Magic, and we see our boy Jay Fleas. He is not there. That's not a good look. Let's go check for them Raptors. The Raptors, Monte Morris is there up to he is a legitimate point guard, man. He's looking good. Cam Thomas behind him, so you think he'd be coming up hot. Give me a second to go find Fleazy. He may not even be on a team right now. All right. Fleazy is now Kemba Walker's backup in Dallas, averaging 15, 16 minutes a game, 5.4 points, and 3.9 assists. Disappointing, really. They're not giving him any minutes. Maybe Seth Curry's getting some minutes at the point. Really weird. He is the number 2 point guard at 75 overall. I don't know. His career seems pretty done early on in his career. It's turned out a little disappointing for him. Let's go check the Raps. We have our boy Monte Morris. 21 minutes a game, 9.5 points, 4.5 assists. He continues to really get better. I mean, they gave him more minutes. He'd be quite the player. You would think maybe the Raptors should. Kyle Lowry's getting ancient at this point. 35 years old, man. Give the keys to Morris. Let him drive. Let him take you somewhere. Him and DeMar DeRozan can do special things. An update on the Wizards. They did trade away Bradley Beal for Andrew Wiggins and a first-round pick, so we'll see how that turns out. Let's get to the end of the season then. Alright, in a very shocking turn of events, neither Fleazy or Monte Morris make the playoffs, and in a very unsurprising turn of events, Russell Westbrook wins another MVP, I believe the 4th in a row, plus a Finals MVP, now on the Kings instead of the Spurs winning the title. So we have Fleazy down here, 16 minutes, 5.5 points per game, 4.4 assists. Per 36 numbers are up. They are up. He was a better player this year. His scoring was up. Assists were down. Efficiencies were down. But maybe there's a bright side there. I'm reaching. Possibly he's 27. How much development does he have left if he's not developing the last 3 years? We go over to the Raptors. Oh boy, we go over to the Raptors. Monte Morris way down here. Oh, that's because I didn't sort, dummy. Monte Morris, 8.6 points per game, 4 assists. Per 36 is up to 15.4 a game, 7.5 assists. Start that, man. He's been a starter for the last 3 years. Let's get him in a starting lineup somewhere. Come on. We're winding it down here, boys. We got to get it going. Alright, here we are once again. Jay Fleacy, a +1. I suppose he was 75 last year, but he is moving up. That is good to see. 27 going into his 28th year of life. We need to see development quickly now. We're in trouble here. We're running a little late in development here. And on the Raptors, we see Monte Morris is gone again, and man, he can just not find a home no matter how well he plays. Give me a moment to find him. Alright. We got some backstory to fill in here. So early season, the Wizards trade away John Wall for Zach LaVine as they're tired of John Wall constantly being hurt. So they bring in a younger Zach LaVine, and I guess the Timberwolves assume maybe John Wall can put us over that edge. I don't know. I guess. Anyways, what that means is the Wizards are in desperate need for a point guard at this point, and they already have a small forward in Andrew Wiggins. Now, in comes the Clippers calling about a trade with Monte Morris involved. Problem is Chuma Okeke is like really good and really high potential and really young. Like he's balling out. He's a good player. I don't think realistically, especially for a protected pick, I don't know if realistically it would happen. Okeke is a very good player and a very young player. I don't know. Let me sit on this. Hey, you know what? I did it. For one, because it wasn't the worst trade ever, but for two, let's be real. The Wizards aren't known for making good moves anyways, so that's the easy way to justify it. So here's the Wizards. Here's what Monte Morris is trying to lead to something competent, which, I mean, Monte Morris, the way he's been playing, with Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Jade McDaniels, and Mitchell Robinson, I mean, is it an actual competent team? It could be. Most importantly, though, Monte Morris finally gets a chance at starting. So, let's see what happens, I suppose. Alright, rest of the season, here we go. I'm not going to go manipulating rotations or anything. Whatever coach does, he does. I'm assuming he's going to start. I don't know how many minutes he's going to play, but let's see what Monte Morris does in Washington, and let's see if he can bring the Wizards back to competency. Alright, before we get to the Wizards, because who cares about the Wizards, let's be honest. Can we talk about Russell Westbrook right now? 4 straight MVPs. Absolutely nuts. Then his Spurs go to the finals there, go to the finals there. Don't go here. Don't go here. Win the finals there. Russell Westbrook is nuts right now. Alright. Anyways, back to the actual show. You know what? Screw that. Back to Russell Westbrook. Look at this man. Absolutely insane. First off, come on, bro. Come on. 24 a game, 11 rebounds. 30 a game, almost 13 rebounds. 27 a game, 11.2 rebounds. What are we doing? What does this awards look like? Come on, bro. What are we doing? Russell Westbrook is a god of basketball. God of basketball. This is nuts. Okay. Now we can get back to the actual show. Oh my god. Alright, brother. I didn't even remember where I was. I was lost in the Russell Westbrook sauce. Alright. Mavericks. Jay Fleazy, 17.5 minutes, 6.1 points, 4.4 assists. I mean, for 36, looking better. He just needs some minutes, really. If he can go somewhere, get some minutes, I think he'd look actually pretty good, but not getting it, man. It's been an unfortunate career so far, hampered a little bit by himself for, not really developing. Let's check in on them Wizards and our boy Monte Morris. All right. We have a now starting Monte Morris, and it's not looking good, I'll be honest. Zach LaVine was good, Wiggins was good, but Monte Morris all the way down here, 24 minutes, 7.7 points, 6.5 assists, and you know what? He did not step up when he was given the chance. He kind of fell off a cliff. That's a shame. We gave him an opportunity. I mean, he earned the opportunity, but he did not take it. I mean, per 36. I mean, he's averaging 9.6 assists and 11 points. You can argue that's a decent starting point guard if he can just get the efficiency up a little bit. Got one more year to prove it. So, we'll see. Did they start playing Moody over him? Excuse me? What happened there? Anyways, what happened there? Okay, I don't know what coach is doing. Anyways, he's got one more year to prove it. The Flint boys have not been impressive. Maybe we'll go check on Kuzma in a second. Maybe he's like balling out. Other than that, let's get to the offseason, get to player progression. I'll see y'all there. Alright, here is your Washington Wizards with Monte Morris up to a 78, up by 1. Looking like a decent player. Let's hope he steps up as he is in the last year of his contract and making $8 million a year. So that's a hefty contract. Zach LaVine doesn't really move. Oh boy, the development around here is not good. Andrew Wiggins, 84. Jaden McDaniel still going. Jeremiah Robinson Earl still going. Sadio Mane. Senso Mane. I tell you what, Mitchell Robinson's a good player. Alright. I seen Jay Flea's in free agency, so I imagine he's not on a team right now. I will go find him and see what's happening there. Give me one moment. Alright, well. Here we are. Mid-season as always, but in a frustrating turn of events, being that there's many teams in the league right now with worse point guards. Jay Fleazy sat in free agency, actually, in the G League, unsigned. So, I decided to sign him. He's on the trade block. Didn't really want to, but also didn't want him just sitting in the G League where there's multiple teams with worse point guards and CPU just decides not to sign them and play with 64 overalls. So, we'll see. Let's check in on the stats as we're halfway through as usual. LaVine is balling, isn't he? Alright, So we have Zach LaVine hooping. Monte Morris up here about 27 minutes, 9 points per game, 7.5 assists. Jay Fleazy off the bench started for 15 minutes, 5.5 points, 4 assists. I mean, just actually a better player. The best season he's had so far per 36. Monte Morris, not his best season so far. His assists are just climbing though, aren't they? I mean, he's becoming a better and better distributor. These two do work pretty well on the same team. As you've seen with the records as well, I mean, we're 21 and 13. It's working. Other than that, I mean, they're on the trade block. I'll see what happens. I didn't really want to have to take control that way, but kind of the point of the series that they're playing, and they're better than a lot of the guys starting in the league, which is just dumb. Alright, I will catch you if a trade is made or at the end of the season. Either way. Alright, as you can see, update. The Milwaukee Bucks did offer an unprotected first-round pick for Jay Fleazy, so Jay Fleazy went to the Bucks. And honestly, it is telling that the Wizards actually did get worse when Jay Fleazy left. Now, Monte Morris, 27 minutes a game, 8.5 points, 7.7 assists. His per 36 looks really good and it went way up after Jay Fleazy left, actually. Oh, that's playoffs, sorry. That's still looking good, though. Again, also, assist went up. But this guy, I'd say, isn't the same player, but he can definitely score better than Jay Fleazy. Alright, let's go check on the Bucks. By the way, Wizards played the Orlando Magic, the team that drafted Monte Morris and Jay Fleazy. Knocked him out in the first round. Alright, let's check out the Bucks, who did not make the playoffs. Jay Fleazy down here playing 22 minutes, 6.6 points per game, 5.7 assists. Per 36, fell off a cliff going to Milwaukee. Maybe not a good fit. Maybe not a good team. I mean, there's Giannis, there's Jalen Green. Maybe it's a decent team. Hachimura's, but I mean, you'd argue maybe the move wasn't actually successful. He was also developing in Washington, so that move may have been quite bad for him, honestly, but it is his best season in years now at this point, since Orlando. So that's good to see. Maybe we can see a little more out of him next year. Let's hope. I mean, at this point, hasn't he proven he's at least an NBA player? Although the NBA keeps trying to put him out. Wow, Willie Cauley-Stein. That's crazy. Hello. See you there, buddy. Alright. Well, again, as I said, Washington put out Orlando, but then got put out by the eventual champs. Very interesting. Bucks nowhere to be found. Bucks were terrible. Alright, let's get to player progression then. Alright, as you can see, Monte Morris decided to move on over to LA and back up Scoot Henderson with the Clippers, so he's now over in LA. We'll see what he does in a backup role once again with the Clippers. Jay Fleazy decided not to sign with us. He's nowhere to be found, so we'll see at the start of the season, so let's get there. Right, I don't know if I said this last season. Welcome to the modern era, everybody. Anyways, in a crazy turn of events, or maybe predictable turn of events, Jay Fleazy has actually come in to replace Monte Morris as our starting point guard, as we still don't have a better starting point guard here, which is kind of crazy, but here's in free agency. We legitimately needed a point guard, so in comes Jay Fleazy. He knows the system. Let's see what he can do. Monte Morris is now back up with the Clippers. Let's see what happens. Alright, here we are, January 1st, once again. A lot of injuries this season, including to Jay Fleazy and his backup, Porter. Hello? There he is, Porter Jr. So we got Porter Jr., who is clearly a very good scorer with his whole one badge. That's crazy. Fleazy, clearly the better distributor, but either way. So, the Wizards are looking pretty good. Fleazy's just kind of floundering around that same little area there. He's never really developed. It's kind of crazy how consistently him he is. He just, same numbers no matter what, no matter the situation. His per 36 just kind of sits there. But it's leading to team success, so clearly something's going right. Him and Porter are getting the job done. Let's go check on them Clippers. You have Jabari Smith Jr. and Scoot Henderson hooping. Kuminga, I just remembered I forgot to check on Kuzma. Look at that, injuries all around the league. Monte Morris is also hurt. Man, a lot of injuries. Monte Morris, 22 minutes a game, almost 10 points, and about 5 assists. It's per 36, best it's ever been. He is hooping. Since his second year in Toronto, he's never seen anything like this. It's good times for Monte Morris, except for, broken wrist. But, hey, you know what? Everything can't go well. Good stuff from Monte Morris. Hopefully he comes back healthy, hoops for the rest of the season. We'll see. We'll catch you then. I'm excited for Monte Morris. Good for him. Alright, here we are. 2-seed Washington Wizards, the best they have ever been in this series, with Jay Fleazy at the helm. So, Clippers, okay, they're in the play-in. Let's check on the Clippers. Let's see what they do here. Okay. So then we got Portland getting in. So the 7-seed Clippers. How did Monty do in this game? Hold on. Really well. What a good game from Monty off the bench. Alright. So, Clips. Oh yeah, Sim playing. Alright, Clips. Down 1. Washington down 1 as well. Come on, Washington, bro. Bro, you're the 2-seed. Get it together, man. Here we go. Oh, 0-2, 0-2. Oh, no. 0-3, 0-3. Oh, no. And out. Wizards get a game. Shocker from the Clippers. Didn't even put up a fight, but they were going against MVP Jokic, who's won it 2 years running, I believe. We then have the Wiz. Battling back. Come on, Wiz. You can't go down like that. Oh! Tied up game 7. They're down 3-0. Can they pull off a miracle? No, they cannot. They lose it in 7. Valiant effort. Should have never went down 0-3. But you know what? The team is honestly not that good. And Jay Fleazy's at the helm, so that's kind of crazy too. Let's go check out the stats. That was crazy. First off, playoff stats, since we're here. We have Jay Fleazy. He wasn't starting now. He got relegated to the bench, rightfully so, probably. Porter can light up the score sheet. Fletcher, anyways, on the bench. Still 6 points a game, but them assist numbers plummeted. Unfortunate. Not a great playoff for him. Let's go check them clips real quick. We have Monte Morris, who I've seen hoop a couple times. So he's got 7.2 and 7.2 in 24 minutes. Very, very good bench performance, really, from Monty Williams. Hello? Monte Morris. Did I say Monty Williams the first few times, too? What is wrong with me? Alright, let's go check on season stats real quick before we get into the offseason, huh? We have Porter, who is absolutely hooping. I think Fleazy's time here is done. Actually, I don't even know if Porter's re-signing, to be honest with you. Jay Fleazy, 22 minutes, 6.2 points, 5.2 assists, per 36, looking really good in the playoffs, actually. But coming down this year, playing more minutes, playing less good, I guess. Alright, let's go to them clips. That's tough, brother. Jay Fleazy, man, he's a bit of a bust, isn't he? I mean, he got drafted 30, but can you call somebody got drafted 30 a bust? Monte Morris, looking good at that. Let's see. That's per 36. 8.6 a game, 4.5 assists, and per 36, 14 a game, 7.6 assists. The assists are way down from Washington last year, but the points well up. Efficiency down from the 3, but field goal percentage up. Interesting. It never turned into the rivalry, the battle for supremacy I hoped it would. They've both been very mediocre. Jay Fleazy, very mediocre. Monte Morris has actually eked out quite a good career and a lot of money. Like, a lot of money Monte Morris has gotten off teams. He's a legitimate NBA player. He's one of those guys that'll stick around a long time because he's a good role player. Jay Fleazy is like one of those guys who would, I guess, sit the end of the bench a lot. But we'll get into the offseason, see what happens. You never know. Let's just do this live real quick. Boom. And Nets again are probably going to win it. No, they lose out to the Mavs. Who's on this team? Killian Hayes. Hold on a minute. Killian Hayes. Wow. Okay. Jaden McDaniels. Kemba. Okay. Kemba's still there cooking. Evan Mobley. Quite a weird team to be winning the title. But alright, let's get to the offseason. Here we are. Jay Fleazy. Down 1 at 30 years old. 74 overall. Still technically the starter. He's not going to start, though. The team around him looks very good, though, so we'll see. Maybe he can have the best season of his career. I mean, he really, quite frankly, should. But got Zach LaVine, who hasn't developed in like 4 years either. Agbaji, who's looking pretty good. Wiggins still here. Asor Thompson, I actually don't know how to say his name. Michael Porter Jr. in free agency, Jared Allen in free agency. The Wizards look pretty good. Jay Fleazy's in a good situation, but probably not starting in next year. Collier's also coming behind him. End of his career looks to be coming soon, so I think we're going to speed this up a little bit for the sake of everybody's time. Scoot Henderson is an absolute animal. We then have Monte Morris, of course, still with the Clips, still developing. I mean, falling off in some spots athletically, but developing his game around it. Monte Morris is still cooking. I think he's still going to be pretty good. He may even get better depending on the team around him, which is quite good. I mean, I have a legitimate team, actually. Wow. Okay, let's see what happens. We're going to speed this up a little bit. We're rounding down to the end here. All right, here we are taking a look at playoff stats. First of all, because your Wizards and Jay Fleazy made it to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they did finally get knocked out by the eventual champs, the Toronto Raptors, but Jay Fleazy playing fine, I guess. I mean, he played better in Collier, didn't he? So I guess he probably was the deserving starter there. Clippers made it nowhere near the playoffs. They weren't even in the play-in, so we got Michael Porter Jr. balling. I thought he missed more time than that. Wiggins playing really well off the bench, arguably 6-man of the year material. I guess he started too many games. Dillingham as well played really well. Agbaji Thompson as well. Jared Allen, solid enough. Fleazy 4.6 and 3.5 is rough. Although the per 36 is pretty much the same. I mean, the assists are way down, but nothing special, nothing falling off heavily, just the same guy. Alright, let's go check in on the clip, see what Monty did. Monty, wow. 21 minutes, 8.2 and 5.7 per 36, looking good again. His assist numbers just are really good. It's a shame he can't put it together when he starts, because when he's on the bench, man, he does light it up. Alright, real quick, we come to player progression. We have Monte Morris now on the Brooklyn Nets. Jay Fleazy nowhere to be found as per usual. His career is definitely coming to an end here very fast. But Monte Morris, third on the depth chart, unfortunately for him. Was that the right move for him? Probably not, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. Now we have something. The Brooklyn Nets and Monte Morris in the NBA Finals. We also had Jay Fleazy on the Utah Jazz make it in the playoffs, but they got knocked right out. So here we go. Game by game. Let's go. Nets. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Monte Morris, I mean, 10 minutes doing this thing. Can he become an NBA champion? Could you imagine? 2-1? 3-1? Hey, okay. You know what? The Flint boys, Monte Morris got a chip, bro. He got a chip. This wasn't all for nothing. Monte Morris got himself a chip. I say it's not like he didn't play, but all of a sudden he's not playing. He was playing. I'm excited about that. Let's go, Monte Morris. Alright, playoff number-wise, I mean, Monte Morris played pretty well. Especially per 36. Like, per 36, he was quite decent there. 15 a game and 10 assists and per 36. He played quite well. You can't say he didn't earn. He wasn't part of that championship. He legitimately was. Check on the Jazz real quick. If Fleazy even play this season. Oh, no. They may have cut him. I think they cut him. I think they may have sent him down to the G League or something. I'll go look in a minute. Anyways, let's go to season stats here. Head over to, I guess, the Jazz first, since they're right there. Fleazy's still not there, right? No, he's not. Alright, let's head over to Brooklyn here. Season stats. Monte Morris, 6.1 points, 5 assists a game in 18 minutes per 36. We're looking at 12 points a game, pretty much 10 assists. I mean, he is playing really well. He is a good player. He has scratched and worked out a really good career here. Wow, Ja Morant and Cade Cunningham on one team. That's kind of nuts. Old man Kevin Love still going at 38, getting a chip. Good for him. Cam Reddish. Look at that. Okay. Alright. Jay Fleazy was traded back to the Dallas Mavericks, actually, and playing a pretty significant role there. 6.2 points a game, 5.2 assists. As for per 36, about 10.3 and 8.6 assists a game. I mean, he just stays the same player. It's actually insane. He just stays the same player. But he did get significant playing time this year, so good for him. I thought he was out of the league, so... Alright, we now have Monte Morris regressing pretty heavily there at -3. But in OKC, backing up Jeremiah Fears, which, good luck getting any playing time with him there. Not a very good OKC team either, but you know what? He's still in the league, still making good money. I get good for him. Alright, coincidence that neither team with Monte Morris or Jay Fleazy on the roster made the playoffs or even the play-in? I think not. But we do have the Wizards in the NBA Finals, because I guess. So let's see what happens. Simulate, loss, 1-0, 2-0. Wizards aren't that good. 3-0, and a sweep. There it is. Nuggets are your champions. But you know what? The Wiz got there. How they got there, I don't know. Let's go look how they got there. The Wiz. Let's see here. I mean, Cecil Outlaw balled out. Great man, great trade. Trading Wiggins for him. Dillingham's hooping. Thompson's hooping. Michael Porter Jr.'s about what he's been. Sochan, I didn't even know we had him. Levine's kind of falling off a cliff. Yeah, I mean, is that a finals team? I don't think so, but that Outlaw guy is like a baller. Alright, y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. Dave Felice had the best season of his career. Oh, he only played 14 games. Best season of his career, though. 28 minutes, 9 points a game, 7.6 assists. Yeah, is it only 14 games because LaMelo Ball got hurt? Maybe, but he hooped. Like, you can't take that away from him. Really, he was on Milwaukee at some point? Okay. Anyways, let's go check in on the Thunder and Monte Morris. Monte Morris, 9.5 points a game, 5.5 assists. Again, only 17 games played. 14.6, 8.5 per 36. A good little season there for him. Good seasons for them in their 11th season. A shocker, honestly, for Jay Fleazy. I didn't even think he'd be in the league this year, so good for him. Stuck around. Honestly, played really well in the limited amount he played. We'll see next season then. Alright, it's 2028, and it looks like Jay Fleazy and Monte Morris may have regressed out of this league, especially Monte Morris, who has fallen down heavily. But, who knows? Maybe they'll be picked up here sometime in the season. We'll see. Maybe this is the end. Who knows? If this is the end, you know what? They ended on the best seasons, really, of their careers. Statistic-wise, even though it's short seasons for them. So, let's see. Alright, y'all. I made a bit of a whoopsie, and I guess I assumed Jay Fleazy and Monte Morris would, retire in the retirement off-season period like you would think, but apparently they disappeared mid-season. So what I'm going to have to do is just bring up the latest snapshots of their career stats as I could possibly do, and I'll have them up on the screen for you guys to see now. Like, I apologize. I don't know why they just disappear mid-season rather than retire in the retirement period of the off-season, but I can't fix that now. I can just do the best I can here. So, I apologize again. Shouldn't make that mistake again. Alright, y'all, as we wrap up, I guess we can scroll through the league history as it played out here, starting in what, I guess it'd be 2017, 18, or I would assume that's where it started. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I'm sorry it ended in the really wonky, annoying way that it did, but I I had fun with it. I was hoping Jay Fleas and Monte Morris would develop a lot better. Their potentials were quite high, maximum potential was quite high, and their minimum potential was higher than they ever got, so a little weird. All their potential ratings were higher than the ratings they ever reached, so it's a little weird they just never developed. But, kind of just is what it is. I tell you what, Russell Westbrook in this was an absolute animal. That was pretty cool to see. I love Russ. Monte Morris clearly won the battle of Flint. He also left with a chip, which I couldn't show you guys because, of course, he disappeared mid-season. Couldn't show the awards. Jay Fleazy left with, quite frankly, nothing but a lot of money. Monte Morris, a lot of money. Monte Morris made a lot of money in the NBA. He had a great career. Proud of him. Flint Boys did alright. I wonder if Kuzma's still around. We should go look and see if Kuzma's still around. Alright, Kyle Kuzma's still around, playing for Philadelphia. He's won a few championships with San Antonio. San Antonio, I think, maybe one here. But Kuzma, I mean, decent little career, averaging 14 a game. How about per 36? Averaging 17 a game, 6 rebounds per 36. So, 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, solid little career. Let's see the awards. He's won 1 championship in 2023. He'd say obviously Kuzma won the battle of, out of me, Monte Morris, and him, but he wasn't actually involved in this, so we're just doing this for fun. Alright, you guys, I appreciate you hanging out. I appreciate you watching, going on this really weird ride that didn't quite turn out how I expected or how I wanted. I mean, I wanted some variance in there, but, neither of them developed that well. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to leave a like on your way out, as that tells me that this is an interesting concept, something fun to do, something you enjoyed watching. It also helps me on the back end, obviously. If you don't want to miss any future content like this, 2K, maybe other games similar to this, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to make sure you're notified anytime I post any kind of nonsense like this. I appreciate you guys. I really hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your days.
Struggle on the track, competitors in a row. Love's a fierce sport, highs and lows. Medals ain't gold if the heart ain't pure. True champs find ways to